are built around having a forward advantage and shoving into the enemy's tower. So we want them to be positioned, or at least they want to be positioned about right here, and you know, amidst this bush, so that they can punish down in this section next to the relic.
Welcome to the Howling Abyss.
I think the reason they picked Jace is for the fact that Yasuo has the wind wall, and he is able to go in once the wind wall is up. I mean, maybe the wind wall is a fantastic tool, but does that merit dwindling your potential, or at least minimalizing your potential as a wombo combo composition, just for the sake of their wind wall might be there, just because a wind wall might be there? I don't think so, you guys. I really don't think so myself. Oops, I forgot to start the whatchamacallit. I gotta pause it for a second, you guys. My bad. Forgot to start the recording. Oops, I always keep recordings of these matches on my computer, just in case something happens in, you know, just in case something happens elsewhere. Word. All right. Draft Labs ADAM Tournament Series Season 3, Week Number 3. 0 Hour versus Hail Hydra. 0 Hour, surprisingly enough, holding on to their forward position. You would expect Hail Hydra, the more experienced team here in our meta, to be the team that knows to get to the brush first, but they just weren't. It's unfortunate. Bions. Jeez, I just coughed something up. I just coughed something in my throat. Oh my god. First team by the day, and I'm choking already, you guys. This is a bad omen. Oh goodness. 0 Hour. I don't know what it was that I just sucked down my throat. It might have been a bug or something. 0 Hour. They get the first jump, and now they have the advantageous position. This is where Zach wants to be, but he's not. And now if he wants to go forward and he wants to contest this wave clear, then he's going to be the one putting himself in a danger. 0 Hour, great positioning, and Hail Hydra definitely did not expect that. With a brand new team, they did not expect them to get to the brushes so quickly. Here comes Zach potentially, just waiting for the right moment, but he might not find it quite yet. Wants to get the jump here, ends up just giving up a little bit of his health. He's going to get it back. Oh, the Yate is calling out Bions, ladies and gentlemen, for playing the Ezreal. The Yate is calling out Bions. Move. There's your items, you guys. Zeal start for Creative One. Not a surprising start for a Yasuo. Not very much early game prowess, but the movement speed is always useful when you're playing against a Jace. There comes my Elixa. Gets the jump on a Rotato, but he's instantly isolated behind. But look at that. Molten Death is right where he needs to be, spinning to win. First blood goes to Hail Hydra. They secure a kill onto Rotato. A good jump by my Elixa. You can never really assume that a Zac engage is coming because it's just so incredibly long range. Got a great jump there. Now remember that neither of these two teams are really early game compositions. Uh-oh, King Khan wants to find himself some isolation, but he might just end up getting isolated himself. LeBron James also too far back, and a lot of punishment coming down in the favor of Hail Hydra. Over ambitious from King Khan and LeBron James. We have the Sheen start from Bions as well, trying to match the early game power of the Jace. The level 3 through level 5 Sheen Ezreal, excuse me guys, is just about one of the strongest early games in our meta right now. That's what it's all about. You could go tier, but you're going to be losing the damage. The Sheen makes your Q incredibly powerful. So right now, Bions, he's trying to make up for his team's lack of poke by going into the Sheen build. He is going to suffer for it later on, but as of right now, he really can build into so many different paths as well. More than likely going to be going AP here. Creative One, not using the wind wall, but they're also using very much siege going down as well. He's holding on to it for as long as possible, which I don't disagree with. I don't disagree with that at all. We've seen the wind wall used in so many different ways. Same goes with the Braum shield. Seen them used in so many different defensive and offensive manners. Now Creative One's kind of using it. He's saving it just in case he needs to react to a specific situation, like a Jace Q more than likely. Here comes my Elixa again. Finds Stingus. He's locked into some tower damage. Left very low once again. Molten Death trying to find him. King Khan and LeBron James both isolated. Stingus makes his way out, but only after taking lots of damage. These jumps from the Zac are perfect, you guys. My Elixa is always being sneaky with those. And he is punishing 0 Hour for playing aggressively. We haven't seen this from my Elixa yet. There it comes again. Rotato is found. The engage is had. Now Bionz has a kill to secure on. Rotato finds it. That's the second death for the Orianna, you guys. Bionz a great snipe. Uh-oh, here comes Molten Death. Tower dive. Finds himself a kill with the ultimate. Level 6s across the board for Hail Hydra. Only just now getting a few on 2 members of 0 Hour. So now 0 Hour are put into a tough position. Now they're being shoved back and they can't necessarily siege. There's the ultimate from Creative One. They get the double knockups. They get their wombo. Passive pop on the Zac. King Khan used his own ultimate just to stay alive. Another good, solid, successful engage from Hail Hydra. Mylixa survives as well. A great use of the passive. Uh-oh, Bionz wants to find himself a double. Knocked out, will he survive? Wants to find at least one more kill. Mylixa comes in at just the right moment, finds one, but Stingus is here. 1 kill made on the Ezreal. Make that a double. Stingus might even be able to secure more. Good ultimate from Rotato. Secures Mylixa. Could be a triple kill for Stingus if he finds it. That will be the case. Triple. Can it be a quadra, ladies and gentlemen? Molten Death is left very low if they don't give this kill to Stingus. Quadra kill for Stingus. The counter fight from 0 Hour was excellent, and Hail Hydra got a little bit overconfident there. They made the tower dive, then they made the secondary engage to pick up the next few kills with Yasuo's ultimate because he hadn't used it yet. They needed to use it so they could have the cooldowns matched to the enemy team, and then they just simply stuck around for a little bit too long. Jace capitalizes. Very simple situation. Bionz now building right into a... What is that item called? What the heck is this item called? Oh yeah, that's a Lich Bane. Building right into a Lich Bane. Upgrading the Sheen. Now, I'm not sure why he would do that, you guys. Building into a tier, at least a late tier, if any tier is good, you guys. Because Bionz wouldn't have to worry about mana going on, but he just wants to get that damage as soon as possible. But keep in mind that this match isn't about the early game. This match is going to be about the 15 to 20 minute game, where teams are making their wombo combos, where teams finally start to get tanky and team fighty. Right now, this is just kind of a battle of, you know, who's got the biggest muscles, if you will. This is just kind of like a macho man battle. Who's going to go into the mid game with the most confidence? Neither team is going to win in the first 10 minutes. Here comes Mylixa again. Ultimate pop thrown right back underneath the tower. Here comes Molten Death as well. Nice spins. There's the wombo. Yasuo finds 3. They pick up 1 kill right away. Traded out for 1. Creative One goes down. That's Orianna and Yasuo down so far. Bionz now isolated, but Mylixa is making his way back. Bionz left incredibly low. LeBron Cames and King Khan trying to find more. More kills traded, you guys. I can barely even follow along with this fight. That's actually 3 for 2 so far in Hail Hydra's favor. Once again, just a macho man's battle, you guys. Neither of these teams are really winning when it comes to these team fights. They're just trying to get as much gold as they can, transitioning into that mid-game. Good engages from Mylixa. Always expect that Mylixa is going to be playing incredibly aggressive and incredibly confident with this Zac. This is their best champion, their only played champion here in Draft Labs. You know, one thing you gotta think, is the Zac going to be banned next game? What is Mylixa going to play when the Zac gets banned? Back to the grind. Both teams back to full health. Back into their respective positions. 8 minutes and 47 seconds in. Barely any damage done to any towers here, you guys. If either of these teams really wants to take this game, they have to win team fights with the very first move. They need to wombo combo right away, get enemies down, create a numbers advantage, and then clean up the team fight from there. If they sit around and hang out in this laning phase for too long, then they're just gonna be losing opportunities to actually win team fights. You need to be proactive when you're playing with these wombo combo team fighting compositions. Basically ulting off cooldown. Here comes Mylixa again. Does find Stingus. God, that's such long range. Creative One follows up, gets headbutted right away, but they do find a kill on the Stingus. That's the Jace down. Main damage dealer on the side of 0 Hour is not around for this team fight. Mylixa left low, but is still surviving through the sustained LeBron James, excuse me, LeBron Cames pops a full combo, Mark Dash ultimate, slays Creative One. Now main damage dealers on both sides are actually taken low, but Molten Death still holding on to his ultimate. He can get the execution. Mylixa, another engage, picks up another kill. Molten Death wants to continue, wants to find his ultimate, wants to find the execution here. And there it is. Another kill from Molten Death, now on a rampage with the Garen. King Kong going to try and solo him down, but with Bions left available next to the tower, they will get the first little bit of siege off here. Even still, not enough of a teamfight victory for Hail Hydra to actually get a true advantage in this game. It's just another show of strength. Silas, can you show Yasuo's ability path, please? Yes, I can. I absolutely can. 3-1-5-1. 3-1-5. 3-1-5. Back to the drawing board. This is how the meta's been looking a lot recently, you guys. Early games are slow. A couple of skirmishes here and there. And then once you get past the 15-minute mark, things really start to turn up and one team will start consistently winning their team fights. Interesting build here. Banner of Command on the side of Mylixa wants to start playing this match on blue team side. Okay, they want to start this shove. What better way than to get a very powerful minion on your front lines? They want to put Mylixa into an advantageous position. Rotato found, ulted again, and absolutely demolished. That's 100-0 in just a couple of spells. It's a nice pick, but this is the downside of having your Orianna stolen from you. You really don't have the ability to get a massive wombo combo off. You have to go for those individual kills. Now, thank goodness Zack's E isn't necessarily used as an ultimate. Nice stun there from King Kong. No knockups. Forced out of his own ultimate. Mylixa actually popped his as well. Taking too much turret damage. And Hail Hydra actually forced to back off. They did not want to make that tower dive there. Too much CC still available on the side of 0 Hour to merit a tower dive with Zack tanking up the turret hits. The Banner of Command is going to come into play here fairly soon, you guys. And it's not right now, because they just want to skirmish. So they're pushing forward into the enemy team's turret. But it's when they start to get pushed back. Like right now, that's when the Banner of Command is going to start coming into play. Because they're going to level up one of these minions, make them stronger, and then trying to force the game back on the blue side to ensure that Zack is in the most advantageous position. And they can continue to get those proactive engages. Looks like they don't have it available at the moment. Yes, it is still on cooldown. So they're going to have to sit back and play defensively just for a couple of seconds here at least. Here comes Zack. Does in fact find Rotato once again. Finds the 2 priority targets. Great follow-up from Bions. They did not find Rotato when a kill. The flash was used. There's the Broncanes. Beautiful 3-man wombo combo on the side of 0 Hour. They've already taken down one. Stingus finds the next trade. Who is it? Bions for Orianna. It's Ezreal for, or no, excuse me, Ezreal for Stingus. Now King Khan has fallen as well. Nice execution for the side of Molten Death. 2 for 2. Interesting team fight. Here comes Mylixa again, trying to find Rotato. But Molten Death just... It's not easy to handle a Garen in an even 2v2 team fight like that. You need to win the team fight before the Garen starts to aggress on you. Garen is pretty much one of the most impactful players of this team fight, of this match, because he's the one who's been following up. You would expect it to be Yasuo, but Yasuo has been getting killed in every single team fight. Molten Death is the one who's had to take over the damaging role for his squad. More damage dealt to the tower. Now Hail Hydra are finally putting themselves in the position to start winning the game. 0 Hour are back. Rotato. That was not a very good decision. Zack gets his passive pop, but it looks like he will end up surviving. No, might not be the case, actually. He will not. Stingus secures the kill. Also, keep in mind that that was a beautiful wombo combo. A beautiful 3-man, 2-tier wombo combo from 0 Hour. But with Jace not being able to follow up, it just didn't have that same strength that it would if you had the Jinx here. If she was able to secure those 3 kills right away after the damage from the what is it called? The oh jeez, I don't even remember, you guys. The command shockwave. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Zero and 7, Orianna just noticed. Well, Rotato's been getting focused, and what we can learn, what we can take away from this match so far is that Zac is an excellent, excellent wombo combo tool, you guys. If the Malphite gets banned away, if the Alistar's not available, if the other team has it, Zac is a very strong, you could say, first-tier wombo comboer because very long engage. He has those disruptions, great synergy with Yasuo as well as Orianna if she's there. Here my Lixa comes again. We didn't even hear him charging that one up. Gotta love the pool party Zac, you guys. Gotta love that skin. Gotta love it. Back to the drawing board, but now 15 minutes in, you guys. We've hit that point. There's LeBron Canes. No Orianna ult to follow, but there it is. Double knockup from King Khan into 1 kill for blue side, but they're being counter-engaged, and they're being dropped very quickly. 1 for 2 right away. Malphite and Jace both failed here. It's just Rotato and King Khan. I'm not sure how much they can find, but Molten Death was left low. If they can secure kill on the Molten Death, they may be able to find something here, but it looks like it's just going to be a great counter-engage from the side of Hail Hydra and the victorious skirmish there. My Lixa, another tower dive, instantly knocked up, but that's just simply going to allow Hail Hydra to take on the first tower of the game. Now space has been opened. Space has been created for Hail Hydra to make better wombo combos. Now there's more area for them to actually be able to utilize in order to get their combos down and start these team fights. Bion's potentially looking for an execution here. How much money was he sitting on? 1,700. Yeah, it was almost definitely an execution. My Lixa also tower diving for a kill. Gonna end up going down. No passive pop there, so not a bad execution on the side of the Zac. But with all 4 members of 0 hour up and death timers 30 seconds long, they're gonna have the opportunity to push back into this tower. If they get themselves a nice advantageous position here, they might be able to start a team fight, and post 15 minutes, they can dive. They might be able to start a team fight that can become very victorious for them. King Khan, no combo. Sorry, buddy. No combo for you. The thing about Ori is that she can be so useful even when behind. Yes, 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 yes. Orianna's a fantastic champion, you guys. Really making her come up recently with the, with the wombo comboing compositions. She's really a crucial factor, to be honest with you guys. You know, there's not many champions that can wombo like an Orianna. Orianna, Malphite, and Jinx. I mean, there you go. Orianna, Malphite, Jinx, Yasuo. Those are the core wombo champions. Then you have Zac, who's kind of like a replacement. Brahms come in there as well. Here comes Molten Death. Gets his Mark Dash, but disengaged right away. Doesn't seem as tanky as he should be. What's the items looking like right now? Actually building straight tank, but no boots, actually. It's interesting. Here comes my Lixa again. Flash used by Stingus. Nice 3-man knockup in the backlines. The Broncames is found by the Yasuo. Does not survive. 1 kill picked up on each side as the shutdown onto the Garen goes in favor of Stingus. Now, can they follow up here? My Lixa still dealing great damage and constantly disrupting the fight. But he most likely is going to get 2v1 down here. Nope, flashes away. There's the follow-up. Stingus secures the next kill. 2 for 1 in favor of 0 hour. All these team fights are started on a dime, but you can see the discrepancy in both teams' compositions. Neither of them really have the true power of a one-and-done wombo composition. They both have to follow up somehow. There's 2 tiers to a team fight. It isn't wombo combo equals 3 kills equals victorious team fight. It's wombo combo equals maybe 1 kill and 1 other enemy low health. Then you have to have a secondary plan. You have to have a follow-up plan. And neither of these teams have really been doing that excellent in their follow-up. They simply have, it's simply that Hail Hydra has a Garen, which is, you know, his follow-up is kind of built into him, especially with wombo combo comps that execute. So he's simply been able to do it more effectively in this early game. Both teams going to have to coordinate very heavily in order to actually get that single tier, that one-and-done wombo combo off. Like, so I'm not saying that Oria is bad at all. No, hey, I didn't assume you were. Never assumed you were. Whoa! That is one big glob of water. Here he comes. There it is. Oh, actually just knocks up King Khan. Oh, he may have actually been disrupted there, as a matter of fact. Molten Death. Locked down. Doesn't want to start the fight here. Out skirmish, you guys. Out traded our Hail Hydra. And now with Bion's a creative one so low, they are susceptible to this Malphite ultimate. If they get the wombo off with LeBron Cames onto creative one and Bion's, oh, right there was the opportunity, right there. But Rotato wasn't ready. Rotato needs to be ready to throw down some wombos on this Malphite here. Another engage from my Lixa, but just not enough damage taken. King Khan doesn't find his knockups. There's the wombo. Creative one and Bion's drop right away. Now there's minimal damage. on the side of Hail Hydra. They're trying to do what they can, these two tanks, but they just don't have what it takes. Oh my goodness, maybe they do. Stingus left very low. My Elixir looking for the kill, but Stingus kiting around. They did find the kill on the Garen, and just like that, 4 for 0, an ace in favor of 0 Hour. They had the advantageous laning phase there. And I was just mentioning that each team fight has 2 tiers, the before and, or excuse me, the Wombo combo and after. They actually just took that and swapped it around. This one was the before Wombo combo and then the one and done Wombo combo because they had already whittled down the enemy team. This is the potential of Jace that I did not see in the Champions Select. He can whittle the enemy team down. His poke is that good. And once they set up, Creative One coming back in. Will they secure the inhibitor? They will. One inhibitor secured on the side of 0 Hour. But all 4 of their members were taken down. And death timers are long at this point, you guys. 30 seconds on 3 out of 4 members of 0 Hour. But they got what they wanted. They got the inhibitor down. But now Hail Hydra are going to be pushing back into their base for potentially a counter inhibitor. 6 seconds left on Stingus. Tough to say whether or not they're going to find an inhibitor here, but they will absolutely find this next tower. We're getting to that late game, guys, where every single team fight is very, very crucial. The death timers are so long, one victorious team fight, one ace could be the difference between a 21-minute game and a 30-minute game. So it looks like Hail Hydra will pick up that inhibitor. King Khan trying to make his engage, isolates Bion's. Bion's taking good damage, has to pop his Zonius here. More than likely going to use the E, but actually gets ulted by the Orianna and taken down by LeBron Canes. Still not an excellent Wombo combo here, but just good consistent damage from 0 Hour so far. They've got Ezreal, they've got Yasuo down, and it's just rinse and repeat, you guys. Focus the 2 carries, and then the tanks are easy to deal with. Flash forward from King Khan. They've already secured 3 for 0 in favor of 0 Hour. Now Molten Death trying to run away. But we will see another Mark Dash from King Khan, and Molten Death, will he survive this? Flashes just to find 1 kill. Not a bad idea, but also not a very good idea, you guys, because keep in mind that he did get himself some extra gold to buy on this next death, but also he was allowing the Malphite to go back and buy himself some items as well. So you kind of want to starve the enemy team when you have the opportunity. Plus, that's Garen's flash down, which could have been a crucial tool later on. So that move from Molten Death, I don't completely agree with. A little bit greedy, you guys. There's your items, you guys. Are going to be going away in just a couple of seconds here. Maybe not. Ooh, nice combo from Bion's. That's the V8. That's the V8 combo. Bion's pulling V8s. Looks like 0 Hour going to pull back here. They know they're at a disadvantage with 3 versus 4. Malphite potentially waiting on an item. What could it be? Sitting on 1,000 gold. Let's see, you guys. Still sitting in the base waiting. Now, not the worst idea ever, but in a game that's already 22 minutes in with 2 team fighting compositions against each other is a very... when a game this late, when the death timers are this long, you want to have the game on the enemy side of the map because then you're allowing yourself more time to respawn even if you do lose a team fight. With LeBron Cames taking so long in the base there, it allowed HH to push forward and potentially get themselves a win if they get a successful Wombo combo off here. Here comes Molten Death. Jumps right onto Rotato, pops the ultimate a little bit early. Will Rotato survive? Tough to say at this point, but Stingus now being aggressed by Creative One, but now Creative One's the one who's going to end up going down here. Creative One and Molten Death trying to find kills. They do. 1 for 1 traded out as LeBron Cames uses his own ultimate. Stingus and the remaining members of AH are all swapped around. Bion's getting aggressed. Will he fall? Hail Hydra looking to find that kill. King Khan picks it up. 2 for 1. Now my Elixir the next 2. Be aggressed. My Elixir should not survive that 1v2. While LeBron Cames and Molten Death have that rubber whatever fight. No, my Elixir picked up a kill onto the Jace. Oh my goodness. None of the people on the map right now actually are the damage dealers. So Molten Death having his, a potentially large amount of damage with being a Juggernaut should be able to come out on top here. But a very even team fight, very long lasting team fight, and very awkward team fight if I don't say so myself. Look at this. Look at the way it ended up. King Khan, they completely switched sides. And now Hail Hydra is actually pushing past their remaining members of ZH. King Khan going to try and make his way back in. A few super minions pushed onto the side of 0 Hour. My Elixir looking for the execution. Will find it. Now King Khan. King Khan should just give Molten Death this kill. He really should. Because King Khan needs to go down. Molten Death probably being told by his teammates, Do not kill the Alistair. Keep him low and then run away, but it looks like Molten Death's actually just going to pick him up for himself. Not a good idea, you guys. There would have been minimal healing for the Alistair if he had stayed alive with that low health. 28 to 31 in kills, ladies and gentlemen, and the gold is just about exactly even. It is exactly even. 46.5 to 46.5k. Now we're going to be pushing back onto the side of Hail Hydra. Inhibitor for Hail Hydra is respawning soon, but it shouldn't be that much of a nuisance, you guys. 25 minutes in, there's enough damage on both sides from them to take it even under duress. LeBron James, there's a Mark Dash, or a Mark rather. Inhibitor spawns at just exactly the right moment. Mylixa wants to contest this. No knockups on the Stingus. They saw the engage coming. Creative One does not have his avenue. They find the inhibitor. LeBron James left very low. Needs to use his ultimate, but does not get the chance. Oh, he did use his ultimate. I didn't even see who used it on, but there was no follow-up. And just like that, 0 hour. They get their inhibitor, now they're backing off. Not a bad decision, but 25 minutes in, Hail Hydra, they can make this dive. This is going to be a tough situation. Already down 3 versus 4. Great mark from Molten Death. Could dash it. He does decide to dash it, but headbutted away right off the bat. Now, if Creative One finds himself knockups on the Stingus and Rotato, or if Mylixa can start that team fight off, this is a 3 versus 4 tower dive that can, in fact, be made for Hail Hydra. And now 0 hours there. Oh, there it was. They get the knockup. They find the ultimate from Creative One. Stingus left very low. Not dropped quite yet. There's the kill. Molten Death uses the ultimate to secure it. And with the death timer being up at 40 seconds, that's actually going to end up trading evenly here, surprisingly enough. I didn't see it, but Creative One did go down, as did Stingus. So they traded 1 for 1 so far. And all the while, LeBron James slaying Mylixa, but Molten Death and Bion's focusing the objectives. They got both of the Nexus turrets down. They've exposed the Nexus, and now they're going to be dropped, but all they have to do now is push into the enemy base if they want to win this match. Well played. Did I slow it down? No, I didn't slow it down. Well played on both sides, but 0 hour. For the first time in this match, it looks like they could lose it. Death timers are long enough for 1 ace, 1 4 for 0, 4 for 1 team fight victory for 0 hour can win this game. But now the win conditions are different for Hail Hydra, where since the Nexus is exposed, all they really have to do is just push the enemy team down. They just have to push them into their side of the base. So now it's a struggle, and it's a very big rush for 0 hour to push into the enemy team's base to ensure that their Nexus isn't pressured. What's up, awesome? Here it comes, you guys. Potentially the final team fight of the match. Look at how fast Molten Death is spinning. There's the nice ultimate from LeBron James, but no follow-up, you guys. Both wombo combos are down. Here comes Yasuo, finds the 2 priority targets. They get the correct cast on the Garen ultimate. 3 members of 0 hour down now. And it looks like Hail Hydra will come out with the victory. We're definitely going to watch this team fight again, but Creative One following up on King Kong. That's the longest Mark Dash we've ever seen. Molten Death going to secure the kill. And just like that, Hail Hydra should be able to win the game here. Let's watch that team fight one more time. Let's see how it went wrong. How did that team fight go wrong? Oh, wait, I'm going to miss it. Sorry, you guys. How did that team fight go wrong for 0 hour? They had a great setup. Watch LeBron James engage here, you guys. He finds 3 good targets. Right here. Man, no, actually he found 2. I thought Bion's got knocked up. So they find Creative One and Mylixa. But Rotato isn't there. He isn't ready for it. Ends up popping the Orianna ultimate on himself, only getting the spell shield out of Molten Death. That's the 2 core spells from 0 hour down. And with a great ultimate from Bion's, finding Stingus and Rotato is pretty much over at this point. A late but successful wombo combo on the side of Hail Hydra. And just like that, they clean up. No big deal. Very easy for them. And I also have to give some props, some redemption to Molten Death during that last team fight for finding the proper target with his ultimate, saving it for the exact right moment. All right, you guys, I can't fast forward now because the game's already over, but it looks like Hail Hydra will be our winners in our first match of the day. Congratulations, HH, Bions, Mylixa, Creative One, and Molten Death will go 1-up in their first set of, or their first match of the day, their only set of the day, but their third set overall. GG, and well played.